Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. So on today's episode, I decided to make something different and we're going to be making gazpacho, which is a cold soup which originated in Spain. So if any of you are actually from Spain or have been to Spain, let me know if this recipe, how it differs from the actual Spanish gazpacho that you maybe know how to cook authentically. And let me show you the ingredients. So for gazpacho soup, you're going to need a few ingredients, actually not a few, but quite so many. This is ingredients for 4 people. So half of a long English cucumber, half of red onion, 3 tomatoes, medium size, 1 celery stalk, half of a sweet pepper. You're going to need some lemon juice, as well as just 2 cloves of garlic, as well as some chives or chives, I'm not sure, I think it's chives, parsley, also tomato juice, and that's the one we'll be using today, just some regular tomato juice. You're also going to need salt and pepper, some oil, preferably olive oil, but you can also use avocado oil, so this is just some avocado oil. Also Tabasco sauce for some spiciness, and Worcestershire sauce, some red wine vinegar, and the very last ingredient is you're going to need just some regular sugar. You can use white sugar, whatever sugar you prefer. So to start, let's just pour in all the liquid ingredients into the blender and then we'll work on the vegetables. So this is a cold soup made from vegetables and the liquids I just showed you. And to make the soup, you're going to need a blender cup. So you're going to place all the ingredients into a blender cup. And of course, it's always a good idea to put all your liquids at the bottom of the blender and then add all the other ingredients on top. So let's start by adding all the liquid things. So the first thing you're going to need is 2 tablespoons of oil. Also 2 tablespoons of red wine vinegar, just half of a teaspoon of Worcestershire sauce. Let's add 2 cups of tomato juice. You're going to add some salt and pepper just to taste. About 3 or more drops of Tabasco sauce, depending on how spicy you like it. I'm going to do about 5 drops. And you're also going to need 1 teaspoon of sugar. And the last liquid ingredient is just a tablespoon of lemon juice. Okay, so 1 tablespoon lemon juice. So that's all the liquid ingredients. So now let's cut up some of these vegetables just into smaller pieces and place them in the blender as well. Everything except the red onion. Red onion you want to cut up very fine and just leave it, and you're going to garnish your soup with it at the very end just to add some crunchiness to your soup. Okay, so let's work on these veggies. So you just want to kind of cut them down just for the blender. So chives, parsley. So let's do the cucumber. Our garlic, I'm just gonna place whole cloves of garlic. Some celery. Some sweet pepper. And the tomatoes, I'm just gonna remove the stem from each tomato. Just cut into a little bit smaller pieces and just place them in the blender as well. And I'm just going to add a little bit more salt. Okay, so that's all the ingredients for the blender. So just cover the lid and I'm just going to place it on top of my blender. So the only thing we have left to do is very finely chop some onion. I'm just going to use about half of this, so about 1/4 of a big red onion, and you just want to try and cut it very finely, and we're going to place it into a separate bowl for now. Okay, so that's approximately how you want your red onion to look. So like I said, place it into a separate bowl. So now that everything is prepared, we're just going to blend the soup and then I'll show you how it looks. Okay, so now it's ready. So let's pour it into our bowl. Ideally, what you would want to do is make the soup and then place it into some kind of a glass container and leave it in the fridge over the night time. It tastes good when you make it, but also tastes really, really good cold in the next day. It's kind of the flavors incorporate in the fridge. So you can eat it either or. So usually I make a lot and I eat some the first day and then some next day and even the third day. It tastes great all the days. So let's just pour it into the bowl. And what you do is just garnish it with some of this red onion. And like I said, this is for some extra crunchiness and just for some extra spiciness. It adds a nice touch to the soup. Okay, so this is the finished product. Let's see up close. So this is gazpacho. So this is a Spanish soup made in a blender with raw vegetables. And I'm not going to list every ingredient because really the soup has about 16 ingredients in it. So you can see all the ingredients listed at the beginning of the video. So I hope you try and make the soup. It goes really well in the summertime because it is very light, and when it's so hot outside, it's very refreshing from the refrigerator. It's not like you can eat this outside. If you go to a picnic, you can take it camping with you. We always have it for lunch at camp, actually. It's a very great alternative when it's so hot outside and you just don't want to eat all those greasy things. And of course, if you're trying to be healthy, this is a great, great healthy soup for you to have. As well as if you're a vegetarian, this would be an awesome option as well. And thank you so much for watching like always, and I'll see you in my next video. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye!